Hey, hey guys, Julie Saillant, how are you? Thank you for being here. I am your intuitive healer for your life and business. I am a shaman. I'm a medicine woman. I am psychic intuitive. I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient. I'm an animal communicator. And what you probably most need to know about me is that I help you connect to your heart. I help you find your gifts and bring them online and help you use them because there's no manuals that come with them yet. And I also speak with your ancestors, and then I help you with your true soul's path and what you're here to do. This is for Master Life Path number 22s. And I'm so happy that you're here. So if it's your first time, I don't work with astrology. I don't do the zodiac signs. I work with life path numbers. And this is so easy. The way that you figure it out is your birthday. You take the day, the month, and the year that you were born, and you add their numbers together. And then those three numbers add up together to give you a number. Okay. So if my birthday is October, that's the 10th month out of 12 months. So you would add 1 plus 0 is 1. And then if the birthday was 25, I'd add 2 plus 5 is 7, right? And then let's just say it was 1983, which it's not. But if it was, it'd be 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. Okay. And that's, I think, 21. Those three numbers together that are added up, and then you bring that number to the lowest number possible. This is for Master Life Path 22. Master Life Path numbers have a more complex mission. They have been around a lot longer because they've reincarnated quite a few more times than the other numbers, and their master numbers is what they're looked at as. So I'm going to today give you just a little bit about the attributes and the not so great things about 22s. I like to always do this just as a refresher for you. And then I'm going to channel in from your ancestors any messages that they may have. I am not a card reader, but I do have some oracle cards that I've got here that I want to give you. Some are for activation, some for inquiry, and some are to give you some action. These will help along with what I'm channeling. And then I've also gotten a couple of animal cards because the animals always speak to me. I am an animal communicator and they always have something to say because they're always helping humans. So this will be fun. I'm trying to make my videos shorter because I know not everybody has time to spend, 15 minutes on a video. So I'm trying to make them a little bit shorter and pack as much into them as I can. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We just hit 500 subs. So thank you, everybody. I'm so thrilled that you guys are digging the channel. And please don't forget to share, like, subscribe. If you need a single session with me, or if you'd like to work with me, I work with people by the month, every 3 months and 6 months. I have lots of different coaching packages available, or an animal package. Everything's listed below in the description box. And there's also a link to donate to the channel as well. So I would, feel free to donate if you'd like to. That would be awesome. And do comment because I do watch every comment and I try to get back to each and every one of you that has any comments. So without further ado, when I started on this journey a couple of years ago, it took me a long time for me to really do what I'm doing right now for you. And that is to share who I am with you and with the world. And that's because I had, like any other master number, I'm an 11. I had a lot of anxiety about being on camera and showing who I really was. But you know what? It's been a true blessing. And I love doing what I do because I suffered a lot as a human. Our master numbers we have a lot of gifts, but a lot of times we're very misunderstood because people don't understand us or what we're doing, right? And so it does come with a lot of fear because we've been misjudged and misunderstood. We can be very intense. For the 22s, I'm going to get into that, but what I'm first going to do is I always like to read. I've been getting downloads from Spirit for quite a long time, and he wanted me to share these with the world. And so they're timeless readings. And this is a reading for the collective. Hopefully it will resonate with you. Okay. I hope it does. If it doesn't, hopefully the next one will. But before we do anything, let's just first take a deep breath in. I love to do this with you guys because it centers me. I've already called in my team. And let's just think about our hearts. I'd like you to just deep breathe with me twice or 3 times. And this way, we'll just focus on opening our hearts, and that any sort of messages from either spirit or myself or your ancestors would come through to you and you will resonate with them. And remember, just don't try to make it fit. Okay. If it's for you, it will fit. If not, just let it go. Don't worry about it. Maybe the next one will. Okay. So I just want you to think about your heart, and we'll just take a deep breath in. And as we do, just focus on expanding your heart and making it as big as it can possibly be, bigger than your house, bigger up all the way up to the stratosphere if possible. Okay. So take a deep breath in. We just expand our hearts and let it out. Take another deep breath in, expanding your heart, and then letting it out. Okay. Thank you so much for that. And, today, what I got to share with you is all about fear, right? And this is what I was told to tell you. Now to the subject of fear. The only thing you should fear is God, Spirit, the creator of all. Fear is a weapon used against all mankind to keep you stuck and in place, leaving you to feel lost and without a way forward. This is a lie and an illusion. Fear keeps you stagnant and you will not move forward, even when all the signs say, go forth. Surrender to your fear. That is the key, to turn and face it. It will then appear smaller and you will be able to surrender to it. And once that happens, all the fear's grip is fully relinquished and you are back in control. It's all about the world needing your light. Do not worry if you have not learned enough or are not expert enough. All you need to do is say what is in your heart, and you take aligned action is the best way forward. For taking any action will not bring you the results you seek. It must be aligned and perfect for you. If you are afraid or feel unready, wake up, right? Fear is a weapon used against all mankind to keep you stuck and in place, leaving you to feel lost and without a way forward. And it's just bullshit. That's all it is. All right, guys, let me read to you a little bit about the Life Path 22s. If you've been with me for a while, bear with me. I just want to quickly do this just because if you haven't heard, you guys are pretty badass. Okay, welcome. 22s, you guys are the master builders, brilliant teachers, hardworking, dependable, trustworthy, very productive, always gets the job done. That's what you are. You have a great spiritual understanding and knowledge and how to apply it in a practical way. You have an extraordinary ability to turn ideas into reality. And that's why you guys are the master builders. You create brilliant works which make life easier for everyone on the planet. You have revolutionary products, okay? Brilliant in business, right? Very big and ambitious people, unconventional in your thoughts and actions, which is why you always would have felt like you didn't belong as a child, okay? You are here to build something which will help people every day live a practical and tangible way in a different way. All right. You are a relationship and opportunity manifester. 22 looks like swans in harmony because it's about service-based cooperation that emphasizes sensitivity and practicality. You have returned to earth to heal the fourth or heart chakra in yourself and others, which is forgiveness, transformation, connection, fresh air and ideas, right? The secondary emphasis on healing the second or sacral chakra, which is your feelings, sexuality, finances, and sensitivity. So the pros are that you're strategic, disciplined, incredible planners, devoted and sacrificing. The cons are stubborn, closed, and you may choose financial security over intimacy, okay? Your shadow side lies in your comfort zone. Your standards for yourself may be unrealistic or impractical, okay? You constantly put pressure on yourself to be successful, and you form any kind, hold on. You form any kind, okay, you berate yourself intensely. Carry my own writing. And it's saying, lighten up on yourself and others, okay? Tap into the messages of the universe. You are at your best when you undertake projects that you know will benefit others because you are the builder, okay? So you guys are the ones that make the world a better place for all of us, right? And that goes right along with fear. And, you know, when I was pulling your cards and I was thinking about, what Spirit wanted to say to you, I was really getting the impression around there was a path in front of you. And this may be for some of you, not all of you, but there was the path in front of you, and you would come to the crossroads, which I always talk about, which is two doors. There's fear and there's faith. Fear is a door that you know very well. You know what the door looks like. You've seen it a lot of times before. You know exactly what's behind that door, right? You know that it's a dead end. You know that there's a lot of shadows. You know that there's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of feeling alone, not good enough, scared. Um, it's not a fun place to be, but you know this devil, right? This door over here, however, you've never seen before. You've never opened it. You have no idea what's on the other side. The difference between the doors is that this door is kind of dark, gloomy, kind of slimy, but you've recognized it a million times. You're like, yeah, I've been here before. This door is different. This door is, I see more of a wooden door, very old wood, the thick, thick planks. And then it's got like a very round, those very round, back in the medieval days, they'd have like a ring that they'd pull open, big, like this big, and pull it open. And you can see light coming from underneath the door. So now this side's dark, but this side's light. But yet your brain still thinks, wait, I think I should go this way because I've been here a million times before. I know it's not fun. Bad shit may happen down there. Shit just got real. But, I've been there before and I lived through it. It's not that bad. This door over here, yes, there's light coming underneath, but that could be a trick. I have no idea what's behind it. I'm a little bit scared. You know what I'm going to say, right? I'm going to say, take this door over here, which is faith, because you don't know what's on the other side, but it could be amazing. The whole point is you don't know. This is prosperity. This is the whole point that this is done, you guys, is because it's always about a test. And Spirit is asking you to use your spiritual eyes. A lot of you out there are facing difficult times right now. You're having to choose, perhaps, a new road personally. That's very painful. You may be deciding to pull away from someone that you've known for a really long time and you've never been on your own before. I mean, like since you were in high school. And that could be very scary for you. But yet where you are is this door. Things aren't working like they used to. You may have been at a job for over 10 years and everything's great. The money's great, everything's great, but it's just not clicking anymore. You're very unhappy and you can't figure out why. What the hell's wrong with me? You're transforming. You're ascending. People around you are not. And that's where the disconnect comes in. I'm changing. I'm transforming. I'm going high. And you're still down here. We got a problem, Houston. This is a problem. I can't make you transform, right? This is an individual soul path that we're all on. And it's personal. And it happens at different times for everybody. And also, it's personal, meeting what I see, you may not see, right? And vice versa. The first card that came out under these inquiry cards is Trust Your Path. And these inquiry cards are supposed to strengthen you, right? And what I got was trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Now, this is very hard to say. I'm so sorry. Claire's kind of, they're very pastel-y, so it's hard to pick up. But it shows kind of an open door with a road, and there's a person here, and she's far from the door, and the door's, it's like an amazing building, like something I'd see in Italy. But yet she's far from the door, and she's looking at like, should I go down this door or not? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? It's like the age-old question. If you had all the money in the world, what would you do? If you had all the confidence in the world and all the hookups in the world, and you knew people that were, big, like Gates or Jay-Z or Puff Daddy, I mean, anybody, Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, Oprah. If you had all the money in the world, all the connections, and you knew these people and they were calling favors for you, what would you do? And that's what Spirit's asking you now, to act as if. Trust this path. Trust the vision. A lot of you are getting visions right now. I'm seeing that. A lot of you. Visions at night or you're dreaming them. Keep a dream journal by your bed. If everything was in place, what would you do? And then the question is, why aren't you doing it now? And you're going to say, well, Julie, everything's not in place. And I'm going to say, exactly. That's the point, though. If you choose this door of faith, everything will work out for you the way it's supposed to. Because the thing about faith is, and I've learned this, you have to take the step first, knowing there's nothing in front of you. And then as you put your foot down, like this, the door appears or the path appears. So like there's nothing in front of me, right? I take a step forward out of faith. Like I know if I take a step, I know I'm going to be cared for. I have faith, everything's going to work out for me, right? I'm not going to sit over here, get all upset about my money. I don't have enough. It's not going to work. I'm scared. I'm afraid, because, we've all done this. We can all do this. This does not serve you. This keeps you stuck and small. Again, fear is an illusion, right? I'm just going to say, you know what? I don't have all the answers and I am scared, but I'm still going to take a step forward. You take a step forward, there's the path. That's what happens. The second card says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And it shows a girl, and then her arms are out, and she's got like a crown around her head. And then all these people are like grabbing at her, right? Okay, this is for you guys. You guys are all master builders. Very, very strongly, they're telling me to tell you, a lot of you don't have boundaries. I'm just going to come right out and say it. Me included, I'm working on this all the time. So many of us as master numbers have been brought up to be people pleasers, perfectionists. We go nuts trying to make everybody else happy because we hate to disappoint people. We're very loyal. We don't want to give in. Even if everybody around us tells us it can't be done, we're like, it can be done. That's a good trait, but it's also not a good trait in that you have to know when you need to say, it's time for something different. I have to shift gears. I have to pivot, right? To be successful, you need to put boundaries down. Boundaries helps people. It helps you teach people how to work with you. If you have no boundaries, you're going to be at everyone's beck and call all the time. You will say yes when you want to say no. I've done it for years and I don't do that anymore. I try not to. Do you want to go to this party? Nope, not really. Now, hey, once in a while you have to do things you don't want to do. I'm just going to say that to make somebody else happy, a spouse or a colleague at work or a best friend. Maybe they want to go out and you're like, I'm really tired, but they're like, listen, we haven't been out in 8 months because of this stupid lockdown. We got to go out for 2 hours, just 2 hours. You're like, all right, whatever. And then you go have a good time. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about when you're being pushed in a different direction and you just know that it's not right for you, and yet you still don't put a boundary down. And then what happens is you end up hurting yourself. It can be as something for an empath as simple as taking on somebody else's pain. And then they run off and they're fine. And you're over here like dying, right? That's not good for you. Can't do that. If you're an empath, let me just put this out there real quickly. If you're an empath or a healer and you are someone who has not yet learned how to not take on people's energy, like literally into yourself, okay, we need to talk. You need to contact me because this is what a lot of newbies do. It's very damaging. There are ways and tools I can give you so that you do not take on their junk, because when you do, it can shut you down for days at a time. You should not have an encounter with someone and then take 2 or 3 days to ramp back up because they sucked everything out of you. That should not happen. There are simple tools and protection that I can give you, okay? So that that doesn't happen. What you need to do is you have to understand that this stuff needs to just pass through you like a channel, like a wave. Let it go out. It goes in, it goes out. You don't hold on to it. It's not yours to hold on to. Okay. Next card is Starseed. What lights you up? It's a girl, a young girl, and she's looking at, it looks like she's on a rock and she looks like she's overlooking the earth. And then Saturn is behind her. Again, these are just, it's so hard to see because they're so pastel. Starseed, what lights you up? I'm a starseed. You guys may be starseeds too. Follow your dreams. Even if people don't understand it, follow your instincts. Your instincts are there to help you move forward. Last but not least, we got mirror. What's triggering you right now? So this all makes perfect sense to me, right? Because the first card I got was trust your path, right? If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? Step out, okay? But then the next card was boundaries. Where do you need to put boundaries down? Better boundaries, establish better boundaries. There may be people that are trying to grab you or tell you not to do something. And you're like, but I really see a vision for it. I got a download from God from it, or spirit, or my ancestors came through. You need to honor that. Honor that. And then Starseed, what lights you up? But the mirror is what's triggering you, what's telling you to stop, or what's telling you to go forth. Listen to it. These are all strengthening cards, inquiry cards, right? Let's get into some activation cards. The first one is Keeper of the Earth. And it says, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. What did I just say? Your ancestors are behind you at all times. Your ancestors have your back. And if your ancestor anything like mine, they don't play, okay? Your ancestors want to help you. They cannot help you unless you ask them for help. So please simply say, ancestors, please be with me. I accept your help. Please be with me. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't make this up. I say this all the time. I say this all the time. All you have to do is remember who you are. You guys are master builders. Remember what I said. You've reincarnated many, many, many times. For all of you out there, I say this to every one of my clients. All you have to do is remember who you are. You are a badass builder. Hands down. No fucks given. Seriously. That's it. I'm not going to say it that way. That's it. This is who you are. You got to own it. Act accordingly, right? Ask for ancestors for help. Ask for the angels to come and help you, and they will. And then a pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. What did I say? I can't make this up. This is a beautiful card. If you guys can see this, damn, wish you could see these better. Can you see that? Maybe, maybe not. She's like rising up. She's like this, and she's rising up. You are a pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are the oracle. Do you understand what that means? That means that you are the one that people look to. These are activation cards. And then there are action cards. Your action cards got the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. It's like going through a tunnel, and on the other side of the tunnel is the light. From the darkness into the light. That's what you are. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution into expression. Share your voice. The world needs what you have. The world needs your light. The collective needs you. I can't do this by myself. I need your help. I do. And then soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Like, hello. Call in your tribe, call in your ancestors. You don't have to do this alone. You guys, they're on your journey. There's going to be a lot of times where you're going to say, I have no idea what I'm doing. All you have to do is surrender to the fear and say, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. And that's okay. Let's see what the animals have to say. Remember, the animals are here. They love you. They want to give you their attributes that you don't have. And you got dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. I always say this, I have a thing for dragonflies. I've connected with them on a deep level. Whenever I see a dragonfly, to me, there are good luck, happiness, and dragonflies are magnificent creatures. They can get very big. And what's interesting about them is they're not supposed to fly the way they fly. They can fly up, they can hover, they go side to side. They're not supposed to do any of that because of their bodies at all, but they do it. Truth transcends illusion. You are who you think you are. So if you think that you're somebody who's not magnificent, you're not. But I know that you are. That's why you're here. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. That's almost double, right? Crow spirit, co-create with spirit, right? Just as ravens are known for, these guys, no facial recognition. Okay, they're very smart. A lot of people think of them as like the bringers of death because they bring your soul somewhere. I don't really think of it that way. I think of them as transformative. They can carry your soul to heaven, right? Crows are very smart, but they also are very adaptive wherever they can live anywhere, right? Crows in the winter, crows in the summer. Wolf spirit, one of my favorites. Turn knowledge into wisdom. What do you have inside of you that wants to come out and break free and help others with? You're the builder. You've got knowledge. You've been through things and you're still rising. A lot of you are still rising. A lot of you have just started your journey. You have a long way to go. That means you have a lot of lessons to learn in a good way so you can help others. Again, wolves live almost in any terrain, right? It's also the pack mentality, though. Some of you out there are thinking that you're all alone all the time. Every master feels like this. We're all alone. It's us against the world. I'm here to tell you that's not always the case. You have ancestors with you. You have spirit with you. You have your higher self with you. You have archangels with you. You have all your totem animals with you. And if you haven't developed your team, you need to do so. All right. And ask them for help. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. What did I just say? Whatever you believe about yourself is truth. If you believe that you're an idiot, you have no gifts at all, you can't move forward, it's not working for you, this is all baloney, it's a hoax, then that's your reality. And for the other half of you that are like me and say, you know what, I am special, I am different. Yeah, I'm intense, I know that. But I know that I have gifts. I know I can help people. And I also have an awesome team that I roll with. I don't take all the credit because a lot of the stuff that you're hearing is not me. It's channeled through me from spirit, from your ancestors to tell you. They're telling me to tell you right now, get off your asses and let's go. That's what they're saying. They're saying, tell them exactly as I say this. Okay, get off your ass, get your shit together, and let's go. Come through. Come through. Stop being in and out. Stop being wishy-washy. Stop self-sabotaging. Stop by not making a decision. You're still making a decision. A lot of you are thinking, I'm just not going to decide because I can't decide. I don't know what to do. I was that way a long time. That's still a decision. Dolphins, I swam with dolphins once. If you've never done it, I highly recommend it. They are beautiful, fun creatures. But when you get in the water with them, it's scary because they're bigger than you and they're fast as hell. And they're in their element and we are not. And they're just like one big muscle. They're so fast, but they're so smart and so lovable. And they're so happy. And they just want to help you. Every animal that I pulled for you, they just want to help you. They want to see you grow. Turtles, I love turtles too. Slow and steady wins the race. What do I always say? Don't give up. You can have a bad day and cry. The next day, get back on the horse. Literally, get back on the horse. All right, guys. I hope that this reading was good for you. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Please also let me know how you like this new setup that I'm doing, right? And write me a comment and let me know. Hopefully this was helpful for you. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you soon. All right, bye.